It was a Sunday afternoon and I was feeling a bit hungry after gaming for a while. So let's go get a snack to eat. I wonder what I should eat. There are so many options to choose from. How about some Oreos? You know what? Never mind. Maybe some Pockies? You know what? Or maybe I'll have both. Never mind. Maybe I'll just have some nuts instead. Or I can just go for these pretzels. I just get over for a few instead. You know, I'll just take the whole jar. Why is Skip Bayless always hating on LeBron for some reason? But you know what? These pretzels are so good. I'm still a bit hungry. Let's see what's in the fridge. Ooh. What we got here? Some bread? Is this bread I see? Alright, I'll eat this. Wait, I need some more. Where did I put those popcorn? Wait, they're not down here. Let's check up here. And there they are. Let's eat that. So that sounds like a lot like you. Don't worry, I'm here today to help you, give you some tips and some strategies on how you can control and reduce your snacking. Hey everyone, it's Terry. So in today's video, we are discussing about how we can control our snacking and how we can actually reduce some of that snacking that we do throughout the day, because those calories will add up and it might be plateauing your fat loss journey. So first off, let me just say that snacking is not a bad thing to do, right? It's not like you're messing up if you snack. And there's nothing wrong with snacking. So in this video, I'm not gonna tell you to stop snacking, but I will give you some strategies on how you can control it. I think snacking is great for a group of individuals that are trying to put on some weight and they feel like they can't eat big meals and they need to add on more calories throughout the day. Then snacking can be a good option. And then for some other people, on the other hand, when it comes to losing weight, losing fat, they end up being in a plateau because they end up snacking way too much and their calorie intake becomes way too high and they can't get through that fat loss plateau because they're not in that calorie deficit. So if you feel like you're in this group that's snacking often and you're in this fat loss plateau, this video is for you, and be sure to hit that thumbs up button because you're gonna find this video super helpful and how you can control your snacking hungers and your craving. Okay, so let's get straight into the tips and strategies on how you can control your snacking. So my first strategy and tip is to really ask yourself, when it comes to snacking, are you craving the food or are you actually hungry? Now ask yourself that same question again, maybe even replay it one more time. Are you craving the food or are you actually hungry? I think knowing the difference is super important because so many people don't understand if they're actually hungry or they're just craving a specific type of food. So one method you can use when you want to create better self-awareness when it comes to hunger and it comes to cravings, are you willing to swap out the food you're craving for with a better option, such as a piece of fruit or maybe even a whole meal to replace that craving that you're having right now? So I'm not here to tell you whether you should eat that food or not or satisfy that craving, because there's no right or wrong answer when it comes to this. I think too many people think that, hey, I'm craving something, I need to block it out, and that's it. I'm gonna restrain myself the entire time and I'm not gonna eat the food at all. But that's not the case. You shouldn't be doing that. Sometimes maybe you should be satisfying cravings because it might help de-stress you. Like, that's one way I like to put it when it comes to those situations. And then some other times you have to create that willpower to say no, because if you really want to achieve your fitness goals, you need to have that self-awareness and you need to have that discipline to tell yourself, no, today is not the day I'm gonna give into my cravings and I'm gonna fight through it. And you're gonna be happy with the decision you make. So whether it's the decision on the left where you say yes, I'm gonna satisfy the craving, or the decision on the right where you say no, I'm not gonna satisfy this craving, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just what you feel is the best option for you at that moment. So this next strategy and tip is to ask yourself if the food you're eating right in front of you is a trigger food. So what that means is you have no control whatsoever when it comes to that specific type of food, and if you see it out in the open, you're gonna scavenge it like it's like the Hunger Games, and you don't want to let go of that food, and you're not gonna share with anyone, and you could consume the whole entire bag. And for me, sad to say, is I love chips, and that is the reason why I don't have any type of chips in the house, and if I do have some type of chips in the house, it's gone. Find out what trigger foods causes you to just go all out and say, hey, forget about it, I'm just gonna eat all this and I'll deal with the consequences later. So it's really important to understand what triggers you personally. Now that's gonna be different for every individual. So what you can do is to give yourself a 30-day challenge to get rid of this trigger food in the house for 30 days. That way you don't see it, and you get to achieve your fitness goals and you achieve your fat loss goals, and then afterwards you can add it back in if you like. And by that time, you probably created some discipline for yourself for that specific type of food. And I think this works very well with people who have issues with, for example, alcohol on the weekends, people who have issues with ice cream all the time, people who have issues with, like myself, with chips all the time. And I have to say, from my experience, from not eating chips for a long duration, over like 30 days, I've actually built a better discipline for myself to tell myself when to stop, when it's a little too much in terms of consumption. So when it comes to your trigger foods, what you want to do is pre-portion your consumption. That way you don't overconsume and you eat a single serving or maybe 2 servings and you stop right there. Try to go for those singular bag boxes, so where you can have just single bag chips, for example, if chips is the trigger food that you're dealing with. Or for example, when it comes to ice cream, instead of buying a whole gallon of ice cream for the family, try to buy single serving ice cream bars. But let's say, for example, you do have a big family and you do want to save a bit of money, because who else wouldn't want to save money when it comes to groceries? So what you want to do is pre-portion out the family size bags. So for example, that big jar of pretzels I was eating earlier, what you can do is just buy some Ziploc bags, or if you don't want to use Ziploc bags, buy some small containers where you could pre-portion out the sizes, and that way you could just have a single serving, one and done. So if you actually go and grab the snack, this time it won't be a big family size bag of chips, or it won't be a huge gallon of ice cream. Instead, it would just be a single serving. You grab it, you go, you eat it, and you're done. And this can be in addition to your meal prep routine that maybe you do once a week. So for example, if you have snacks that you want to enjoy throughout the week, but if you know you overconsume, do this during your meal prep. So the next strategy is very simple, and it's just to have bigger meals. That way you just snack less and you're more satisfied throughout the day, and you won't be craving as much food. And yes, I know people are gonna tell me, hey Terry, you're supposed to have 6 to 8 meals a day, small little bites, in order to increase your freaking metabolism. That way you could burn more fat. No. So don't be afraid to have a bigger dinner at night. That way you don't snack later on because you feel like your dinner wasn't enough and you can't fall asleep and you're just bored and you're just digging through the fridge, digging through the closet, and you're just trying to find something to eat. My last strategy is to just swap out those food options for more filling, higher protein, lower calorie, nutrient dense food options. So for example, you can have seaweed instead, popcorn, that's another good option. You can also have flavored Greek yogurt. You can have fruits. So that way you can be eating a better option and not just the high fat, high calorie ice cream that you're usually having. So hopefully you find that helpful and you can start implementing some of those strategies right now into your daily routine. And if you did find it helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below, because it's going to help this video tremendously. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. They need you to smash that thumbs up button. So please smash that thumbs up button. And if you want to see future videos, whether it be fitness related, tech related, this is the channel for it. And I'm here to help you with your fitness goals, and also do some tech unboxing and tech review on this channel. So make sure you subscribe down below for future videos. Thank you very much for sticking around, and hope you watch some of my future videos. This is T signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.